Good morning and welcome to Thought for the Day this morning. And just a short thought on the subject of World Freedom Day. Today, the day when all of the sort of legal restrictions around COVID-19 have evaporated. It's an interesting one because the name Freedom Day suggests that perhaps there are no more restrictions, perhaps no more need for restrictions, and yet that's not the reality. It's quite clear through Church of England guidance and things that there is still a strong expectation on all of us, on organisations and on individuals, to do everything required to minimise the spread of coronavirus, of COVID-19. It's interesting hearing on the news the predictions that we could see 200,000 new cases per day over the summer. And the vaccination programme, thank God for it, is our bastion of defence against people becoming very sick, trying to keep the link very much weakened between case rates and hospitalisations and deaths. But Freedom Day, yes, it's not necessarily this great free-for-all, but some people will want it to be and will treat it as such. And we're entering into a time when it's going to be very much about our respect and our love for one another as human beings, as to how the next few weeks look in terms of society, in terms of these freedoms, in terms of all sorts of things. What does it mean for church? Well, there's new guidance out, and it's quite clear in that guidance that we are still required to take the precautions necessary to minimise COVID transmission within the churches, while at the same time things that have been prevented before are permitted. So we're working through what that will look like in reality, how we can offer some bits back while still retaining the correct level and appropriate level of caution. And more on that in due course. But in reflecting on this name, Freedom Day, actually I'm brought really to the heart of our faith, because this isn't a Freedom Day at all. It's a change of rules. It frees the government of their responsibility. Some might argue a responsibility that they should rightly be carrying, that they've released out into each individual. So it's up to us to be kind, to be thoughtful, to put the other before ourselves, to give people space where they need it, to not touch, to not be frustrated with one another when we exercise caution or freedom in different ways. But in this Christian faith, actually our Freedom Day has nothing to do with today. Our Freedom Day was 2,000 years ago, and actually it was a freedom weekend in a lot of ways. Freedom Day of Good Friday, when Jesus went to the cross to do everything necessary to put right the damage of sin in the world, to start that work, to do the thing, the one thing. God as a perfect human, giving himself for each and every one of us. And then proving the reality of that Freedom Day on Easter Sunday, on that first Sunday following Good Friday, when he rose again, when he burst from the tomb, when the angels announced, "He is risen. Who are you looking for? He is not here." And so as our nation comes to terms with the tensions, the conflicts, the contradictions of Freedom Day, such as trains going into London, as I heard about this morning. If you're on a TfL train going down a route from into Paddington, then you have to wear a face mask, whereas if you're on a train from another operator on the same route, stopping in the same places, you don't. There are going to be contradictions and tensions. But as we navigate this, as Christians, let's hold on to the fact that this Freedom Day is just a human thing, whereas we have this freedom, won, purchased, bought, whatever, for us by our Lord Jesus. Let's live and inhabit that freedom of spirit, that freedom of life, that freedom to be. And in that, just to share that with those around us, our confidence, our peace, our faith, our hope. Have a great week. I hope you're not too hot, but you're getting to enjoy some of this beautiful sunny weather. God bless, and bye for now.